Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons, your preferred Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes. Visit robertgibb.com.
And hello, everybody. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Let's talk a little bit about a deal from my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons. You know, with all the rain we've had, is your sump pump up to snuff? And get the job done. Call my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons. They have a $550 stay dry and save sump pump replacement deal going on now. Give them a call for the latest details and make sure you're covered for that wet weather heading our way. And speaking of wet weather heading our way, we have some showers of rain tonight. Not everybody is going to get the showers of rain, but we're hearing rumbles of thunder in the FM area right now. So what does that mean? Nathan, good to have you on board, and it's a fresh reminder. Go ahead and drop your name. So what makes Hutch's weather? Hutch's weather. Let me know where you're watching from. Did you get rain already? What's going on in your town? Let's take a look right away at the radar, because it's kind of fun to hear that rain with the thunder mixed in. And that's what we have right here in the FM area. Now, if we look in a little bit closer here, we can see that Horace all the way to Castleton, we have these deep reds. This is locally heavy rain. But then in between these areas, we have these pockets of the miss. So the reds, that's the hit. Then the not so red and the greens, that's like a miss. So some areas are going to get a lot of rain and others not very much. Ava says, my pups hate thunder, and I'm looking down at Pedro snoring. But what Pedro doesn't like is 4th of July. He really gets nervous around those fireworks. So latest thunder and lightning showing here between Horace and Oxbow right now. So we're hearing those rumbles of thunder here in the FM area. And in fact, some rain showers in the Moorhead area here moments ago. Now look at this. The big broad area that's encompassing most of Stutsman County, most of Dickey and Lemoore counties, as well as you folks in Sargent and Ransom counties, you're seeing some heavier rain showers. And look at this up near Crookston. Up near the Fertile area, as well as Beltrami, seeing some showers make their way through Grand Forks area and points north. So some much needed rain continues in the driest part of our state of North Dakota. That's the northern tier. So some much needed rain falling there. Again, it's been a long haul here. Now, last week we were talking a little bit about a chance of severe weather. Check this nonsense and boogie out. Let's go ahead and look down to the south. Active tornado warnings just off to the west of Des Moines, Iowa. We'll check in on that real quickly here as some bonus coverage, and then we'll get right back to our weather here. Tornado warning, this is not far from the Harlan area. This is Kirkman, and it's basically just north of Interstate 80 as it goes through. This is a radar-indicated tornado. There could be some hail with that. So once again, Iowa getting hit with some pretty stout thunderstorms that have prompted a long line of severe thunderstorm warnings in orange. That red polygon, there is a tornado warning. And earlier today, Sioux Falls seeing a couple of active tornado warnings. Those have expired. These storms now pushing into you in Marshall, Minnesota right now. See this shape to the radar? This would be some windy thunderstorms, likely below severe criteria. And by the way, gusty winds of 58 miles per hour or more are determined to be severe in meteorology terms, but gusty winds to 45 or 50 miles per hour can definitely let you know. Look at all the lightning with this cell here, though. This is in Worthington right now, not far from you folks out there in Harris and Round Lake. And this is not only heavy rain, but a lot of lightning to boot going on. And oftentimes, as I listen to the thunder roll, oftentimes those storms that are producing the majority of the thunder are the ones that have a little bit more of the activity. This was a cluster of storms that was producing severe weather and active tornado warnings. Let's take a look at the velocity inside these storms. And we're seeing, for the most part, that the winds are uniform with the storm. There might be just a little pocket of some shear not far from Harris down there south of the interstate, south of the Worthington area. And indeed, that it does look like, as we look down by Round Lake here in Harris, there could be some shear showing up in the storm still on that one. So a spinning thunderstorm to the east of Sioux Falls. Now back to our area. Sorry for the deviation. Betty, good to see you on board. Tell me where you're at, Betty, and let's talk a little bit about that weather because the radar looks completely different in the big sky country of Montana. I know where you're watching from more than likely. And I got to tell you, Betty, there's some significant rainfall amounts. So in this update, we're going to talk about not only tonight's rain, where it's going, and how much you can expect. So we've looked at the precision radar, and now let's take a look at the modeled forecast here. So I'm going to switch this over to model guidance, and bear with me while I load up the latest computer model here as we go through. Now we're going to look at a convection allowing models, and what these do is they allow us to see some of the individual thunderstorms that are forming inside the band of showers and storms. I'm going to go into a model here that was updated that goes out into tomorrow. Let's show you Montana. Look at all this rain that's wet from Roundup and Billings right into Glasgow, all the way into the oil patch, Sydney, Montana, Glendive. And as we put this into motion tonight, what you're going to notice with the clock on there, 8 p.m. tonight. So as we go through the night tonight, these showers will continue to stay put. Look at this, southeast Montana near Rapid City, Gillette, Wyoming. We're talking Broadus, we're talking Baker, Montana. Those areas are going to see rain as is. Well, all around that Fort Peck area there, Betty. And yes, it does look very wet and it looks persistent. I'm going to walk this model through step, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. tomorrow, still raining. Yep, still raining, although it pushes up into the high country. Great Falls, are you kidding me? Guess what? This could be changing over and will be changing over to snow. Where you see the reds there, those are, believe it or not, winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings in these areas. What? A blizzard warning? Yes, in the elevated terrain out there, not far from the big sky country of Great Falls, Montana. So we're talking about this area in pink right here. That's a blizzard warning. Okay, so it's going to keep raining in the big sky country of Montana, and then it just persists as snow as we go through. So, that's that area for us. Here's a look at the timing on this, and we're going to back this up to tonight. Those showers and those storms that are making their way through between now will be making their way into the Fargo area as we go towards midnight. So midnight looks to be the best chance of showers and thunderstorms in Fargo and the Southern Valley. Hit and miss shower activity does continue as we go through the overnight hours. You get that wind advisory out of your way. If you're in Fergus Falls and Otter Tail County, your chance of rain increases as we go beyond midnight and 1 a.m. as well. Some good gully washers there. Notice the deeper reds showing up near New Ulm, St. Cloud, and south. Those are going to be some heavy rain-soaking thunderstorms that work their way through there. Then there's this little split in the activity as we go up into the Devil's Lake Basin. So this storm stretching its energy out and its ability to make rainfall out over a long distance, but it looks like it's going to be a big rain event for eastern Montana, parts of northwest North Dakota. And we will continue to see rain. How about your morning tomorrow? Rain chances should be ending in Fargo and Point South as we begin your day, although an umbrella would be handy. And then as we go through, the rain chance parks up in the north. And this part from all of northern North Dakota, north of Highway 2, all the way into Minnesota, for you, Rita, out in Bemidji, you're going to have a good chance of some soaking showers as we go through your day on your Tuesday. A couple thunderstorms as we go into the afternoon. See these little pimples that you see here? Yeah, this is not a thing that we're talking about, skin irritations. This is isolated thunder showers that will form in the afternoon, hit and miss variety. Those will be mainly in the north. So as we go through the day tomorrow, most of the rain chances will be north. They'll be just hit and miss at best here in the south. That continues throughout the day up north and out into the Arrowhead of Minnesota. And that is it. Diane, it's a pleasure to have you on board. Nanda, thank you so much for your support of Hutch's Weather by sharing stars. I really appreciate it. And you can support Hutch's Weather by doing the same, by supporting with stars. You can also tag friends and word of mouth. Your word of mouth has spread, and people are realizing that Hutch is still doing weather right here on Facebook and on the YouTube channel as well. So let's take a look here. Now you've got the timing on this rainfall activity as we go through the day tomorrow. Check it out as we go into the day on Wednesday. Still some hit and miss showers. And look at this down in Sioux Falls and Des Moines and Iowa, another round of strong storms as we head into the evening of the 8th. So unsettled weather is going to be a thing in the Central Plains. We'll be on the northern fringes of it as we go through. So now let's talk a little bit about the numbers in your forecast and rainfall, right? I want you to look at this. If you're in Montana, if you're in the big sky country of Montana, and even in our neck of the woods, there's going to be significant rain. And here's a look at the rainfall forecast. Let's get right to it. Here we go. Now, notice that this model is already off. Such is life, forecasting rainfall. We've already gotten some decent rain in parts of Polk County and near Grand Forks, a few tenths of an inch, and there's more on the way. So this area here of no rain, kind of out to lunch. But what this does do in a modeled forecast is it gives us the potential, and that's why Hutch uses potential, because thunderstorms are darn near impossible to tell where an individual thunderstorm is going to dump its 3/4 of an inch of rain. So with that said, this storm system, as we go through the overnight and into tomorrow, will have the best chance at creating some significant rain in northeastern and eastern South Dakota. And look at Montana. Look at the big sky country of Montana. We're talking 3/4 of an inch to 3 inches of rain. And that is a lot of rain. Karen, thank you so much for sharing stars. Now, let's show you the latest on this model, and I'll show you a look at the rainfall totals that are just in. So this is how fast things change, but I'll let you know that this will change again, because we cannot forecast with any consistency the exact track of an individual thunderstorm cell. So let's talk about precipitation amounts as we go through. Okay, here we go. Loading it up. And go. All right, so we're going to go back to a look at model guidance here. And this is going to show us as we go through this event and into the next 24 hours. These green colors represent how much rain has fallen, and here we go. So from tonight, we're just getting things started in Fargo, Grand Forks, and the rain showers will spread through the valley. Notice the eastern third of North Dakota here picking up some rain, and not so much in northern parts of Minnesota. Look at the timestamp, 11 a.m. tomorrow. As we go through the day tomorrow, that's when we'll have a better chance up north in northern Minnesota of seeing some rain. And then we see the gully washers from Havre and out into parts of Montana. How much is all this? What are these colors and what do they mean? Here you go. Not a lot of rain according to this model in and around the Bismarck area, maybe at most a tenth or 2/10 of an inch. The James River Valley, this model's picking up a narrow band of heavier rainfall wherever those showers and thunderstorms park. And we know there's heavy showers of rain right now over Stutsman County. This says a good chance at 3/4 of an inch, a half inch to 3/4 of an inch for some portions of Stutsman County, up into Sheridan and Wells County. And out here in Towner County, some rainfall that could exceed an inch for a few of you. Here in the Fargo area, we're still more in the hole, and it looks like up to about a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain. And here's South Dakota. By the time we get to 7 p.m. on your day on the 8th, so this is taking us all the way into the day on Wednesday, we could have a good inch on the ground in a few places. Minnesota, how much in Bemidji? Well, we could see upwards of a third of an inch to a half of an inch of rain for you folks in parts of southern Beltrami County. Up north, though, looks a little drier in Roseau County, Lake of the Woods County. Not as much rainfall, although you do get some, a few tenths of an inch. So let's talk about your forecast then as we go through the next 24 hours. As I load up the frames on this, we'll talk about our chances of rain. Here we go. First and foremost, Tuesday morning temperatures, look at this, near 60 degrees. Are you kidding me? This is the morning temperature, very mild, thanks to the scattered rain and thunder showers that will be pushing to the north. Your forecast in Bemidji, 51. Your forecast in War Road, 48. 55 in Thief River, and 56 for Hallock. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you very much for sharing stars. Alan, some thunder, no sprinkles in North Fargo. I appreciate that. David says, what's up? David? What's up? All right, it's good to talk to y'all. Enough of that. Now let's talk about 58 is great for a start your day temperature in Jamestown, North Dakota. And all the way in Glendive, Montana, we're talking 52. That's your start your day temperature. Here's a look at the evening showers of rain now that are moving into Fargo. And as we go through your afternoon tomorrow, look at the heat. 70-degree weather in Minneapolis, the southeast wind continuing to rip upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour at times. Shower chances tomorrow will be mainly north. Notice the cooler temperatures there. 47 in War Road at 5 in the afternoon. 53 in Badette at 5 in the afternoon. Grand Forks, a little milder there. 59 degrees in Hallock. 59 degrees for my friends in Valley City. And beautiful Oaks, North Dakota, chiming in with a 57-degree day. How about Hankinson? Yep, 61 degrees there. As we look off to the west, looks like Bismarck 52, Williston 57, and how about Wolf Point, Montana at 55 degrees. So that's a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Here's what the radar looks like. We talked about the best chance of rain, showers, and rumbles of thunder will be north tomorrow. Look what's happening in the elevated terrain, the Black Hills, Gillette, Wyoming. Flakes may fly for portions of the, northeast corner of Wyoming and southeast corner of Montana. Otherwise, look at the wind and rain just being persistent in parts of Montana. All right, here's a look then at your 7-day planner as we pop this up. Thanks to my friends at Precision Lawn and Landscape. Oh, here we go. Check this out. The sprinkles will be mainly north as we go through the day on Tuesday. 66 degrees in Fargo, but gusty. Okay, so keep that in mind and have that hairspray handy. 65 with spotty sprinkles. Only isolated showers on Wednesday. Not bad. How about 62 on a cooler Thursday, but sunny? The wind from the north, and that's why we will be a little cooler. Spotty sprinkles on Friday continue the trend for fast-moving showers of rain. Through the rest of the week, Wednesday and Friday, I don't think those rain showers will be heavy. Now, pleasant on Saturday, the weekend gets here and we're right back into the fun weather. 68 Saturday, Sunday, looks mostly swell with an isolated shower. See how little that shower is? It doesn't look like a big deal to Hutch at this time, 70 degrees. 73 on Monday next week. We could have some thunder. It looks like mainly north. I'll keep you posted on all of that. Look at your record highs. Hutch likes to answer these questions this way. You've been asking, can we put the flowers outside? Well, on average, our lows are 41 now. 41, that means we're pretty safe from being freezing on an average day. But as you know, our days are not always average, and our records are still in the 20s, well below freezing. So keep that in mind. If you want to plant flowers, plant your flowers, but be prepared, if Hutch tells you we're going to see some 30s, to have a plan of action in place. All right, for my friends over at Precision Lawn and Landscaping, give them a call. They're gracious enough to have named a discount after me. Call them up, tell them you want Hutch's discount. And if you're a new customer, they're going to take care of your lawn maintenance needs. Those are things like that mowing, that dethatching of the lawn or power raking, or just some spring cleanup needs. Give them a call today. Please tell them Hutch sent you. If you have bigger things in mind, their name says Lawn and Landscape. If you have a bigger project that you want taken care of, give them a call. Tell them Hutch sent you. If you're a new customer, get a 5% discount off of that work as well. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rain. It's sure greening up here in Fargo. The rumbles of thunder sound fine, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Have